The sands of time have witnessed the rise and fall of many great civilizations. Few, however, hold the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. A land of mystery and grandeur, Egypt's story unfolds along the banks of the majestic Nile River. For millennia, this fertile ribbon has sustained life and inspired awe. From the towering pyramids of Giza to the enigmatic Sphinx, Egypt's ancient wonders continue to captivate our imagination. Join us now on a journey through time as we explore the epic history of Egypt from pharaohs to the modern day. Imagine a vast desert scorched by the relentless sun. Suddenly, a shimmering ribbon of life appears, the Nile River. This mighty river, flowing northwards for thousands of miles, was the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. Its annual floods deposited rich silt on the surrounding land, creating a fertile oasis. This predictable cycle of flood and retreat allowed early Egyptians to develop agriculture and build settlements. The Nile not only provided sustenance, it also shaped the very fabric of Egyptian society. The Nile served as a vital artery for trade and transportation. Its waters carried goods and people between Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. The river's currents, flowing north, and prevailing winds blowing south, facilitated navigation in both directions. This natural highway fostered unity and interconnectedness, laying the foundation for the emergence of a unified Egyptian state. Around 3100 BC, Menes unified Upper and Lower Egypt, marking the beginning of the early dynastic period. This paved the way for the Old Kingdom, a golden age of pyramid building and centralized power. Pharaohs ruled with absolute authority, overseeing vast construction projects. The pyramids, built as tombs for the pharaohs, are iconic symbols of ancient Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, is the largest of the three main pyramids at Giza. The Old Kingdom's centralized power began to weaken around 2180 BC, ushering in a period of instability known as the First Intermediate Period. Provincial governors, known as nomarchs, asserted their independence, challenging the pharaoh's authority. This era witnessed internal strife, political fragmentation, and a decline in artistic and architectural achievements. Egypt, once a unified realm, was now divided. The First Intermediate Period was a time of upheaval, but it also saw the emergence of new religious ideas and literary works. The coffin texts, inscribed on coffins of this era, provide insights into Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife and the journey of the soul. These texts, along with other literary works, offer a glimpse into the intellectual and spiritual life of this turbulent time. Despite the challenges, the First Intermediate Period laid the groundwork for a resurgence of power and unity in the subsequent Middle Kingdom. The lessons learned from this period of division would shape Egypt's future. Section 5. Restoring Order, the Middle Kingdom. Around 2055 BC, a new dynasty from Thebes reunited Egypt, ushering in the Middle Kingdom. This era marked a return to stability and prosperity. Pharaohs like Mentuhotep II and Senusret III reasserted central authority, expanded Egypt's borders, and fostered a renewed sense of national unity. The Middle Kingdom witnessed a flourishing of art, literature, and architecture. Pharaohs of the Middle Kingdom focused on improving infrastructure, constructing irrigation canals and reclaiming land for agriculture. They also undertook ambitious building projects, including temples, tombs, and fortresses. One notable example is the complex of Senusret III at Abydos, which demonstrates the architectural prowess of the time. The Middle Kingdom was a time of cultural efflorescence. Literature flourished, with works like The Tale of Sinuhe offering insights into Egyptian society and values. The arts and crafts also experienced a revival, with exquisite jewelry, pottery, and sculptures being produced. Section 6. The Golden Age, the New Kingdom. Egypt entered its most glorious era, the New Kingdom, around 1550 to 1070 BC. This era witnessed unprecedented power, wealth, and cultural achievement. Pharaohs like Amosi, Thutmose III, and Ramses II expanded Egypt's empire. The New Kingdom saw the construction of magnificent temples, including Karnak and Luxor. Pharaohs commissioned colossal statues to assert their power. This era also witnessed a flowering of art, literature, and religious thought. Tutankhamun is perhaps the most famous pharaoh today, thanks to the discovery of his nearly intact tomb in 1922. Section 7, an empire in decline. The new kingdom's power began to wane around the 11th century BC. Internal strife, economic problems, and external threats from the Sea Peoples, a mysterious group of seafaring raiders, weakened the empire. Egypt entered a period of decline marked by political instability and fragmentation. The third intermediate period, roughly 1070 to 664 BC, saw Egypt divided once again. Libyan rulers established themselves in the north, while Kushite pharaohs from Nubia ruled in the south. Despite the political turmoil, this era witnessed a cultural revival, particularly in the south, where Kushite rulers embraced Egyptian traditions and built impressive temples and pyramids. The late period, around 664 to 332 BC, saw a brief resurgence of Egyptian power under native rulers like Psamtik I and Necho II. However, Egypt faced new threats from the east, falling to the Persians in 525 BC. Although the Persians were eventually driven out, Egypt's days as an independent power were numbered. Section 8, under foreign rule. In 332 BC, Alexander the Great of Macedon conquered Egypt, ending centuries of Persian rule. After Alexander's death, Egypt was ruled by the Ptolemaic dynasty, a line of Greek rulers who established a vibrant Hellenistic kingdom centered in Alexandria. The Ptolemies were patrons of the arts and sciences, and Alexandria became a renowned center of learning, home to the famed Library of Alexandria. The Ptolemaic period saw the construction of impressive temples, including the Temple of Horus at Edfu and the Temple of Isis at Philae. The Rosetta Stone, a key to deciphering hieroglyphs, was also created during this era. However, the Ptolemies faced internal strife and increasing pressure from Rome. In 30 BC, Cleopatra VII, the last Ptolemaic ruler, committed suicide after the defeat of her forces by the Roman Emperor Octavian. Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire, marking the end of its ancient civilization's independence. Section 9, a modern nation emerges. After the Roman Empire split, Egypt became part of the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantines ruled Egypt for several centuries, but their control gradually weakened in the face of Arab invasions. In 641 AD, the Arab general Amr ibn al-As conquered Egypt, ushering in a new era of Islamic rule. Under the Arab conquest, Egypt underwent a process of cultural and religious transformation. Islam became the dominant religion, and Arabic became the official language. However, many aspects of Egyptian culture, such as agricultural practices and some artistic motifs, survived and blended with Islamic traditions. Over the centuries, Egypt was ruled by various Islamic dynasties, including the Umayyads, Abbasids, Fatimids, Ayyubids, and Mamluks. These dynasties left their mark on the country's architecture, culture, and society. In 1517, Egypt was conquered by the Ottoman Empire, becoming a province of this vast empire. Section 10, Egypt today. The Ottoman rule of Egypt lasted for centuries, but it was marked by decline and stagnation. In the late 18th century, Napoleon Bonaparte's invasion of Egypt briefly disrupted Ottoman control and exposed the country to European influences. Although the French were eventually driven out, Napoleon's expedition had a lasting impact, sparking a process of modernization and reform. In the 19th century, Egypt underwent a period of significant change under the rule of Muhammad Ali Pasha and his successors. Muhammad Ali, an Albanian Ottoman commander, established himself as the ruler of Egypt in 1805 and embarked on an ambitious program of modernization. He reformed the army, introduced new industries, and expanded education. Egypt gained independence from the Ottoman Empire in 1914 and became a republic in 1953. The country has faced numerous challenges in the 20th and 21st centuries, including political instability, economic disparities, and social unrest. However, Egypt remains a pivotal country in the Middle East, playing an important role in regional affairs. Section 11, an enduring legacy. Egypt's history spans millennia from the Pharaohs to today. From the Nile's banks to a modern nation, Egypt's mark on civilization is indelible. Its monumental architecture and rich artistic traditions endure. The pyramids, sphinx, and temples inspire awe and wonder. Egyptian art's distinctive style has influenced artists for ages. Innovations in writing, math, and astronomy impacted human knowledge. Egypt's history is a testament to human resilience and creativity.